Let's see, testing. Looks like audio's good. Hello everybody, welcome to a stream of the Seal League. It's more of a test really, new system, testing out settings for streaming. We're joining this game very late. Don't even have my nice cam on. Let me go find those settings actually real quick. Where you at? There it is. Look at that, we got smooth cam. Now we just gotta disable camera zoom. And turn off mango head. Okay. Looking a little more professional. Anyway, where are we in this game? I believe this is game 1. Not sure what the teams are. I know that Granola here is on one team. Looks like Mid or Chen. Pocket, don't recognize the others on the other team. Clocker's just jumped into a bunch of mines, taking a ton of damage. Will go down to the PL. Techie's the one that's follow up on that kill, will die. Slider looks like jumped the... not sure who that was, maybe the PL. No, it was the Ringmaster. Ringmaster died, but bought back. A lot of stuff happening in this fight. Nyx looks like got left alone by his team. Flow back now, meanwhile in the back, Ringmaster is going around, killed the Clockwork, Lion very low as Lifestealer is running away from this Phantom Lancer. Team Radiant trying to reposition. This Peel is just following this Nyax. Got the blood thrown on him. Glimmer Cape. Not sure what that heal was. It was probably like a cheese or something. Maybe a Lotus. But Nyax still trying to get out of there. There is a fight happening over here. Jump over here for a second. Looks like Slaughter did go down as the PL was unable to successfully catch that Nyax. 3 buybacks, 3 deaths on the side of Dire. As well, looks like Snap did almost all the damage. What the fuck is happening here? Phantom Lancer in the enemy base. He is dusted, they can't see him, gets double bashed. Ooh, W's out of there, has no invis. Techie's to the rescue, jumps in. Drops that minefield sign, that's gonna kill him. But he did save his PL. Nice fuel dodge by Lion to get rid of that, or avoid that Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit goes down, that is 2 buybacks. Ooh, Clockwork was looking for that hook shot onto the Underlord, but Underlord managed to escape. It's gonna be a lot difficult to defend now without the techies, as you're missing your miner. Still quite a few mines inside the base. Let me see. I need to do sound and desktop so that it doesn't cut out for you guys when I alt tab. Let's see, no messages in there. 1 viewer. I wonder who the hell is viewing. It's probably me. Bitrate. Yeah, looks like settings are all good. Okay. What's happening? Nyax jumps in, gets Bloodthorn, mentas it off. We'll punch down that range Rax. Peel has something to say about this. Lion immediately deletes all the illusions with that finger. Low cooldown spell with the Ags. And yeah. I think Dire needs to focus down the Snapfire in this fight if they want to try and defend. Snap seems to be doing a lot of damage. Ooh, nice jump in by Clockwork. Just kind of buying time for this Nyax to punch these buildings. Big circles coming down on the ground by Underlord though. Kind of distracting them, keeping them from really pushing. They do drop the fort for that. That is their tier 4 fort. Nice dodge by Ringmaster from that Lion ult. Peel avoided most of that damage. Peel's team, Diver's team is coming up offline. Techie's just respawned. Slaughter, ooh, is low. Peel smells blood. The Underlord ult with the Ags. But Peel's now out of position. They're going to turn on him. Double chain stun him. He will go down. Instant buyback. But they're kind of low. They're standing in a lot of circles, Radiant is, from the Underlord and the Techies. Supports are running away. Snapfire, 0 man in the back, dying. Nyax died in front of the base. And yeah, I just feel like stuck around too long. That is a 3-for-1 Slardar and PL back in that fight. They did get the mid lane of Rax. And it seems like Dire is going to want to turn that into something else. As they are pushing down the mid lane. Radiant is prepared inside their base, waiting for the siege to come bot lane. PL might be trying some illusions, just sends the illusions up to hit the Rax. They're poking and prying. Underlord drops the circle early. I think Dire's waiting for teammates to show up. Ringmaster's just coming in now. Underlord can come in with ult in about 8 seconds. And seems like Radiant wants to hold those buybacks. They're going to let this bottom lane of Rax go. PL got her Corrosive Haze. I believe it's undispellable. The level 25? Yeah, undispellable, so can't get rid of it, so Slardar can just keep reapplying it. Slardar's going to start the fight, jumping into the back, trying to go on the Ringmaster. BKB's for the kill. Ringmaster is staying alive for a very long time. Getting very injured by this Phantom Lancer. Is trying to duck and weave and dodge. Will get out of there with the help of Nyx. We actually had a double buyback from, oh no, by the Snapfire and Nyax. There was like 10 and 30 seconds left on their buyback timers. Didn't even see that. Let me turn up the audio a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. There we go. So nobody died, but Dire did manage to get 2 buybacks on that Nyx and Snap, so they got to play a little more cautious for the next, I think it's 7 minutes? Yeah, like 8 minutes or so. We might see a bit of a lull here. 60-minute items can be coming up. The longer the Radiant waits, the more Techies is able to mine the base, so it's not good for their prospects if they just want to play for 60 minutes, wait for the buybacks, because it's going to be very difficult to break into the base. Dire are posturing top. They may want to try and they may be trying to force the issue with the buybacks before they come back up. Slardar might jump into a PL right here. Ooh, blinks onto illusions, catches the Techies on the side. Instant BKB teleport will go in. I don't think they have a way to cancel it, the TP through BKB. Oh, Underlord ulti finds 2. They find the Snap. If she dies, this is massive. Got no buyback. She manages to BKB and escape for the time being. Earthshaker is rolling in, trying to get that kill. Misjudges where to roll. Goes to the side. Nyax, meanwhile, infests the Snapfire so she can roll away. But now the Slardar's been caught out. PL taking a lot of damage. Gets the Lion Fingered. Still quite healthy. Techies drops the Minefield sign. Ooh, ult by a Snapfire. Kills the Techies. That's the only one to die thus far. Later Chen going down to the core Snapfire Mortimer's Kisses. $1,600 gold swing just for that single kill. Looks like PL may have found a Lion. Lion has Yules though. First off that Bloodthorn team showed up, he had to back out. Lion actually blinking forward, looking for more kills. The tournament's namesake running forward as a cosmeticless Lion. But backs off now to hit some creeps. What is this Clock doing? Clock's smoked up, running around, has no ward, so just looking for a kill without their team. Gotta be 60 minutes here soon, only 10 seconds away. And Dire is retreating back to their side of the map as Radiant drops down some wards. Snapfire blinks on some PL illusions, but that's all there. PL actually may have found the Clockwork here. Runs in, bashes him up, has the Glimmer. They have Sentries freaking everywhere. Clock, hook shots onto some creeps to get away. And Dire will retreat, looks like. Slardar might be prepping for Roche. This is a full inventory to Roche. All you're missing is the super cheese. Slardar begins whacking away at it. It's just him in the pit for now. Kind of trading with Roshan. Has DD. Realizes he's losing and he will go up. I think, yeah, they saw the Earth Spirit in the lane top. They were running up to try and get him, but instead they're going to find the Ringmaster. Ooh, that's a big buyback kill right there. Ringmaster going down dead for 2 minutes now. I don't know if Ringmaster is integral to the team fights. He's definitely important. They may want to take it slow though. Get that Roshan. Get some orbs up. Words up, start the siege. And this is the stage of the game where you're kind of running out of inventory slots for all of Roche's goodies. Looks like Slardar's dropping phase boots and backpack to pick up the Aegis. Dire is full back, sitting in their base. There is a wave bottom pushing in. Siege catapults are hitting the outer shrine buildings. I think they're literally just called buildings. That's what it says above the name. Snapfire has TP'd back to deal with them as Radiant retreats a little bit to fix their waves. And yeah, a bit of a lull both sides, just trying to farm up the 60-minute items. I should probably put up, let's go net worth. Bit of a lull here. If I had to guess which side, they actually might find the Earth Spirit here. Yeah, Clock's actually going to see him. Lands the hook shot. Earth Spirit, BKB's up. Rolls away. They have the Slaughter on him. They can see him in the trees though. He will go down. High's buyback. Meanwhile, PL's jumping in on the Nyax. Nyax has infested an illusion of himself to stay alive. So far, just the Earth Spirit has died, has not bought back yet. PL's kind of chipping him away. Snapfire blinks in aggressively, trying to get on top of the PL. There's illusions everywhere. It is so hard to see what's going on. My frame rate is plummeting. Should probably zoom in a little bit to recapture a bit of that frame rate. And the Radiant are setting up again. Earth Spirit has that buyback. They're going to blink in on the techies. Zarda has jumped into a bunch of mines. BKB'd up. Gets bashed by the peel. Goes down. Techies has dropped the minefield sign. This is not a fight Radiant really wants to take. They probably want to try and back out now. But PL is killing the Snapfire. Snapfire goes down. Has diebacked. Techies has bought back. Coming back into the fight. Lifestealer is going down very quickly. Aegis drops. It's almost a team wipe for Radiant. Just the Lion. It's getting away. We're going to keep an eye on Nyax, see if he gets out. He does get out. No bashes by the PL. So Aegis goes down. 3 heroes dead on the side of Dire. There were 2 buybacks, or on Radiant. There were 2 buybacks on Dire. Techies and Hero Spirit. Overall, massive gold change favoring Dire there. PL doing the most damage. Snap doing the most damage. Snap does a lot of damage. Holy moly. I guess it makes sense. You get that split shot on a little shredder. Dire is immediately going to try and turn this into a bush. Clockwork has bought back. Snapfire's holding it. She has buyback now. Looks like it came back up while she was dead. Snapfire will buy back. They're trying to chain stun this PL. He's hexed. He's getting out. He manages to get out. That's big. Underwood goes down. Techies goes down. Double buyback. Slardar died and bought back. Lifestealer is trying to take on the Earth Spirit. I'm trying to keep an eye on this whole fight. I think this is where the action is right now. Untold has bought back. Earth Spirit dies to dieback on Team Dire. And now they're just trying to isolate this PL. PL, ooh, isn't slaughtered. They don't know where he is. He's just sitting there in the cogs waiting. Waiting. Oh, they might see him in the trees. They do not. He manages to TP out of there. Wow, Ringmaster bought back. That was a very messy fight, but it actually doesn't show Slaughter buying back. I believe Snap and Slaughter bought back, so this isn't accurate. Yeah, but it's a 5v3 now. Techie's dead once again, so no more mine layers. They really just have this PL to contend with. Ooh, they almost catch that Phantom Lancer. Slaughter probably has the thing, yeah, where it applies Corrosive Haze. So if he lands the Corrosive Haze, or the stun onto PL, it's gonna, oh, they got him. They see him, they're chasing him down. That shard, I believe it is. Yeah, it's very strong. PL is going to get chased down. Goes down to all 5 of them. There are creeps inside Dire's base. Catapults are pushing the wave in. The PL is dead. Has buyback. Holding it for now. Waiting to see what Radiant does, and Radiant begins hitting those tier 4s. They're going to go down very quickly to this Snapfire. Actually, don't see a Stygian on anybody. Ooh, Underlord drops the Ags onto 2. PL has bought back. They're trying to get a kill off of this. But Radiant has full backed. Yeah, both tier 4 towers went down during that, and the Ancient started getting chipped a lot. Lion is, he's got found out. 1,400 gold going to PL. I don't think he really needs the gold. He's got 5,000 on him. Alright, I think that's maybe a Nullifier he's buying next. Do you really need boots as PL? Especially like this late in the game. You get that rush on a 3-second cooldown. There is a double damage bot for whoever wants it. Radiant is just chilling in their base. Their line is dead. Does have buyback, but dead for 90 seconds. Might be trying something here now as Nyx has infested Slardar. He's running around. A ton of HP and move speed. Is he going for like a wraparound play? Yeah, Earth Spirit and Underwood have shown mid. We might be seeing initiation here. Okay, yeah, Clockwork jumps in with the hook shot. They almost chain stunned the Earth Spirit down. He is ringmastered. He will get out of there. Slardar actually chasing him. The Earth Spirit ult is canceling the blink daggers, but they're gonna manage to catch up to him. And he will drop. There are creeps hitting the Ancient. As at the end of that fight, it's just really Clockwork that went down in exchange for Underlord and Earth Spirit. Definitely Radiant favored. Radiant has to be very careful with this Ancient. Being exposed like this, they do not have a Glyph of Fortification for another 3 minutes. Really gotta zoom in here, huh? Seems like the players are complaining about how long the game is taking, and they're all chatting about it. I'm getting invited. I'm streaming. I want to see how this game ends. I did see one of the players relaunch Dota in the bottom, so we might have a game ending here soon. Although Radiant is nowhere near the base. This is exciting. We're really close to like a base race type situation. Both Ancients are, well, the Radiant's Ancient is exposed. Dire still has one relatively healthy T4 on it. But like with Snapfire and Nyax, Radiant could easily backdoor the PL with Underlord, you can obviously backdoor really quickly as well. Like, you could just start a shitty fight Underlord and PL could ult in, start hitting the Ancient really quickly, and then you, you're really screwed because you have to like BKB back up. As we have a pause. Oh, it looks like the player that I saw relaunch Dota desuit, so that's what that was. We might still be here for a while. So we are back in the pause menu. Here we go. You can see the scores and all the items there. Anything interesting here? I don't see Octarine or Refresher on Earth Spirit. I feel like you usually see some kind of cooldown item because that hero just, you know, the more spells, more better. Not even an Ags. This is a really interesting build. This is like a sustain build, which doesn't really work when Radiant's team is all about jumping and bursting you down through Chainstone. Techies no Octarine either. Yasha and Kaya, Aghanim Scepter, Scythe of Eyes. Ringmaster very poor, but has a Wind Waker. Underlord. This feels pretty poor as well on Underlord. What's your net worth, Underlord? This is very low net worth for an Underlord. At 70 minutes into the game, only 25,000. I mean, you're down there with the supports as the Underlord hero. Snapfire surprisingly has more CS than the PL at this point, or more net worth. 700 to 900 last hits. A lot of that is in kill and assists. They both have the same amount of kills. Snapfire has 18 more assists, so getting a lot of gold from that. Yeah, I'm guessing with the Hydra's Breath. Does this thing have a cooldown? No, this isn't a cooldown. So you just do like a massive AoE damage with Hydra's Breath, I guess, because every single attack you do with the Lul Shredder has a 30% chance of doing it. I'm not sure. Yeah, attack modifiers have a chance to proc on Lul Shredder attack. So it might be that every single attack from Lul Shredder, which is +2, so 3 targets, has a 30% chance. So you're getting an additional 2 bullets, which is kind of crazy. And it's just a good overall item. Like, she's a universal hero, so she gets damage from both the strength and the agi. She gets damage from damage. She gets 150 attack speed, just max HP damage per second. Yeah, this is probably like the Snapfire item. Is there anything else in here? PL. Bootsless. Pretty standard build. Late game PL, you might see grab a Hex. And no BKB, but rocking the Minotaur Horn. And I guess what's the point of BKB, right? Like, you're taking massive physical damage. I guess you're getting chain stun. You're taking massive physical damage. You have no way to purge the corrosive haze. And on the side of Radiant, Anti-Lifesteal is a little interesting, but it's for the Bloodthorn. Nullifier, Slardar. And yeah, the Clock and the Lion are pretty poor. Clock just go on kind of defensive items, aura items. There's a long pause. The players might have kind of forgot where enemies are, so they're just kind of resetting back on their sides of the map. 9 as an Invis Rune is scouting the top jungle. Both sides kind of avoiding each other. A couple dire heroes just sitting in base. Techies is mining the base as we as there's this pause in the action. And yeah, the Roshan will spawn. Not sure how important Rosh is this late in the game. Will roar, so Dire knows what's happening. If they wanted to, they could go into Fiend's Gate. It's probably a little suicidal though. They are backing though. Maybe a little worried about some kind of rat play by the Underlord. Snapfire will go all the way back to base. And we have a smoke play. There is no Snapfire for this fight. Sorry about that. Clockwork was trying to land the hook shot. Missed it. Snap. That probably would have been a bad fight if Clock landed that hook shot. Because Snap wouldn't have been able to get to that fight for like 20-25 seconds. Dire cowering in their base. Radiant goes back to Roshan, trying to punch it down. Roshan will roar once again. And Dire's actually coming out. They wanna stop this. Ags is coming in. The Earth Spirit kinda is a little too quick. Roshan is very low. Snapfire with the Mortimers is just pummeling the area. Underwood in the backline though, oh my goodness, just completely split up the fight with those circles. They're absolutely fucked. My Drain Bird is fropping from all the bullshit happening. Underwood getting very low. Yules gets Yules by the Ringmaster, I think. Actually surviving for the time being. Will survive as the Snapfire did go down. Slaughter next to fall. Ooh, gets the Wind Waker. PL trying to get him. He managed to blink out of there. So far it's a 5v4 right now. Earth Spirit did buy back, came back in. The Snap is right there with that big E holding it. Didn't actually do that much to the illusions, I'm surprised. The PL just trying to siege with illusions. Slaughter will actually blink forward, gets immediately tasered by the techies. That's unfortunate, couldn't do anything on the follow-up. Lifestealer's in, trying to kill the backline. PL is attacking as this Lifestealer is... basically the carries are kind of shredding the backlines respectively. But Nyak's doing way more as he kills both the techies and the Ringmaster. Ancient taking quite a bit of damage, down to 2300. This Dire will fall back. That was a long, messy fight. At the end of the day, they did kill the Snapfire. They got her buyback. Lion died during the fight. Earth Spirit, Techies, and Ringmaster all died and bought back. Roshan very low. Dire was kind of poking it, trying to take it while they had the map space, but they are quite low. Don't really have the sustain to do this. Snap is running over. Crocodile's actually doing the hasted animation because Lifestealer inside of her is giving her max move. They managed to kill Roche, leave a bunch of stuff in the pit, but the Aegis does go to Lifestealer. There is a courier being flown out there, but Lion would have had to right-click it like once he sent it because the courier doesn't have vision in the Roche pit these days. They did a patch because whenever anybody Roche, they would send in the couriers to scout Roche to try and pick up the items. Like I think you could even pick up Aegis, but because after that patch they made it so you can't see. So Clockwork has to flare. That will show the items, and the courier can go in and grab it. Smoke play by Dire. They're running top. They're going to encounter a DD. Might bait them into fighting. A lot of lines being drawn on the map. As Dire's looking for a pick, they're circling around. All of Radiant is inside the Dire's triangle. Dire's unaware of this though. They're just doing a long walk around through the front of Radiant's half of the map. They see Nyx in the bottom lane, so they are probably assuming that they're all down here. Second smoke by the tech because they bought a backup smoke. PL still has that DD, but it's only for another like 15 seconds or so. As Radiant's about to start pushing it. Radiant has no idea that Dire's... Oh, Nyx is actually going to break the smoke. They drop the stone down. They're trying to chain stun Lifestealer. Earth Spirit's going down, goes down. That's a dieback. Mortimer's Kiss is just pummeling PL. PL is going to get on top of the Snapfire. We're just going to follow the PL around because, honestly, most important of the fight. I assume, yeah, Nyx brought down the techies. Where is the PL? PL's over there. Gonna go after the Lifestealer. Getting very low. We'll pop that Aegis. Snapfire to go down. 3 heroes dead on the side of Dire, but I feel like the most important heroes for Dire are still alive in that Underlord and Phantom Lancer. Gotta be a little careful about mines. They're only on the front side of the base. Teal's gonna run in on the starter. They begin the chain stun. Oh my goodness, tons of damage coming out. They managed to chain stun him down. Saving buyback for now. They gotta jump on the Underlord. PL probably needed to buy back sooner. Try to help out the Underlord before it just got bursted. But they're gonna respawn right now. Lion very low, running around. Has to be careful of the mines. As what is going on? Underlord is hunting for this Lion. I think Lion's going to get away as the fight is happening around the throne. Lifestealer's just trying to kill the throne, focusing it down. They bring it down. And Phylacrity Folx will take the W. I believe that's game 1 of some kind of series. I'm not sure how many games they play. But they started like an hour and 40 ago, and this game was an hour and 20, so I assume, 20-minute, what do you call it? 20-minute draft probably makes up the difference. So we're probably going to have a game tier at some point. We'll keep streaming for now. And, yeah, if I don't have a... don't have my scene set up on here. Here, I'll just mute myself. I'll set up a little scene to swap to while we take a break here. Beautiful. We will... Yeah, I'd never text for the details. back. Could hear the freaking heroes moaning because of the desktop background. Alright, two things I found out. One, my bitrate was way too high, so might have been a little bit choppy the first half of the stream. This is not a very serious stream. Like, this is a new system. I've completely wiped all my settings, so I need to see what works, what doesn't. And second thing is, apparently for this league, they give the casters a bunch of resources to pimp out the casting experience. Although I'm not exactly sure how it works for like 16 by 10 monitors, if it's all for like 16 by 9. So I definitely have to play around with that. Make it look cool. Because they probably want them to be a little more professional. But anyway, I do not know what is strong this patch. I know that Snapfire is very strong. It was picked last game. This time, bo2 Sol Must Die has picked it. Seems like a very strong hero. It's an AoE carry. It's kind of like a Sven, but laning phase is amazing. You can flex it as a support. You got good stuns, good saves. You remember the bullshit Pudge shard where you could like eat allies and keep them alive? Well, Snapfire support kind of has that too, where I think you go the Ags, you just jump in and grab Kirby, suck somebody up, and toss them to safety. But yeah, definitely strong in both builds. Hoodwink I know is also strong. Been seeing her a lot. And Phylacrity Boy is going to pick Hoodwink up. Never one of those supports that like recently released that you can flex either way into a core or support role. You open up with it, and you don't really get like forced into any kind of game plan. It combos of a lot of different things. Never pretty solid laner. Not as strong as Snapfire, I'd say, but pretty strong. Shadow Shaman, that's probably good to be a support. Gives you a good push. You can end games early with it. You get that Blink Hex Shackle Stun. Lion was banned in this game, so Shadow Shaman kind of a substitute for that, where you get that Blink Hex. And looking at the bans, what do we got? Techies, PL we saw last game, they got banned. Slardar also got banned. Just annoying heroes got banned, like Beastmaster, Kez, Necrophos. Heroes that kind of, if they have a good laning phase, then kind of dictate the pace of the game. Boys has been focusing 3 heroes to ban with their latest picks, getting rid of the Slaughter and the Axe. Meanwhile, Phylacrity Folx worried about what the 1 has in store. They banned out PL and Faceless Void. Boys to pick. You see 2 range supports like that with a lot of stun, AoE stun in the form of Hoodwink, and really solid damage, good push. What do you pick into that? You probably don't want to pick something like a, something that's easily jumped and you can get like chain bursted. You probably something a little tankier on the carry side, like a strength carry or a Spectre or something like that. There you go, Night Stalker. Night Stalker is really nice because you press that W, Ross has a hard time shackling you until he gets cast range items. You also get a ton of vision for these kind of sneaky, squishy supports in Hoodwink and Shaman. It does make your fights a little timing specific because you generally want to be fighting at nighttime or when Night Stalker ult is up. And they're going to immediately follow with the Venge. That gives a little bit of save for if Hoodwink or Shaman jump somebody. Could also be flexed into a core role if they want. If these are 3 cores, you could be looking at 2 support last picks, which we're probably not going to see that, but Venge, just solid, reliable, durable support. Hard to get bursted. Even if you do get bursted, you get that Ags, and you're still a part of the fight. You can still swap and stun. Nice to have a save versus heroes like Shadow Shaman, Hoodwink, where we kind of saw last game the biggest problem Dire was facing was they're getting chain stunned to oblivion. That was the only way their heroes were dying. So they're getting like hex chained, spiked. This game they are going with a lot of stun again. They got the Shaman, they got the Hoodwink. But now you got that Venge, and Night Stalker's a little bit easier to help stop the, or try to help save allies. So Phylacrity has pretty good damage and stun, good laning presence so far with these two picks, assuming they're both supports. And they got options. There's a Night Stalker. You probably want a ranged carry, like Sniper or something. Sark's also decent, but I have some knowledge that the one for Phylacrity Folx is not a great Slark enjoyer. They go Dawnbreaker. That will... It doesn't make it daytime anymore, I believe. Let me just check that real quick. Yeah, I don't think it makes it daytime anymore. So it's not a hard counter to Night Stalker. I think it's just Supernova right now, right? That makes it daytime. You obviously don't want to pick Phoenix into Snapfire. But it gives you save, it gives you pretty strong laning hero. It doesn't really fit the Dimitri's playstyle, though. Dimitri is kind of a, starting fights, being at the front, looking to like blink stun. Dawn really, is best when you're just playing her back and you jump in with the ult, because you don't really have like great starting tools except your ult. To pick up the Bloodseeker immediately after, it's a good Night Stalker counter. You're able to get the Rupture on the Night Stalker. He is much less effective, can't be ducking and weaving in the fight. And Luna was picked immediately after, so you get that Venge Luna kind of classic damage combo. If you go Vengeful Aura early on, which I don't think a lot of Venges do get that Aura early on, if that is a support Venge. Both sides banning mids now. Phylacrity folks looking at their draft. I'd say that they probably need a hero to stand in front and like drop bullshit on the ground, protect the wards. Bloodseeker is not really that hero unless he has the Aegis. He's just too easily grabbed. He can get swapped. So like you want something that doesn't care about getting swapped, right? Or can get out of dodge really quickly. I'm not sure what that is. But I just visualize Phylacrity Folx having a hard time pressuring high ground and protecting the wards, because they got quite a few ranged heroes on Dire, and the swap is always a threat for starting the fight if you punch it with your Bloodseeker. Who's picking? Boys Must Die is picking. I could honestly see like a sniper here, just something to kill wards really quickly and just prevent Phylacrity Folx from doing anything with with trying to push high ground. Phylacrity Folx has late game issues. You could pick like a good lane dominator that has good late game, like a sniper. They have decent stun. You could do with more stun. They go with Lich. Is this a core Lich? I don't know whose the mid is. It's a Snapfire, Venge, or Lich. Is probably, it could be like a support Luna. I doubt that though. But last pick, Lich. This could be a core Lich. We don't usually see core Liches. I'd be curious to see how it turns out. I'm sure it's very strong, right? Like you get the gold early on, you get the blink gags. You're able to just blink in, E a bunch of heroes, ult them. You don't have a ton of save on Phylacrity Folx. Best bet is like dropping the blood right on the ground, silence the Lich, keep him from just sucking off the whole time. But they have a lot of follow-up if the Lich blinks in and stuns people. You got like the Luna Orbital Cannon, you got Snapfire, Mortimer's Kisses. curious to see what heroes go where for Dire. On Radiant, what do you go? You go Zeus. Yeah, you did have a damage problem. It gives you a little bit of vision. For the Night Stalker, Zeus can ult, and then Bloodseeker can immediately try and rupture. Gives you a little more global presence to combo with Dawnbreaker. And I don't remember who the mid for Oog Boys was last game. It was Underlord, PL, and I think it was Earth Spirit. I believe Paco was the Underlord. Mid or Chen, I believe, was support. I think Jekka was the one, so it's probably 1 Luna, 3 Night Stalker, and 2 Snapfire? How's Stream doing? Stream doing okay? Stream doing great. What the hell, bot? Get out of here, bot. I'm not going to make comments on how I think the laning phase is going to go until I see what heroes go where. The 2 left heroes on Radiant are the support players, so it's going to be support Hoodwink and Shaman, so open up with their supports, nothing too surprising there. I feel like Phylacrity Folx is just like lacking that front line. Like, unless Dawn has a really good game, which I think she lanes decently versus Luna. It's going to be like a Luna Avenge, though, which is going to be really... That could be Luna Lich, actually. I feel like unless Dawn has like a really good game and just like builds items to be unkillable, they're not really going to have a front line that can like support the ward's push. For Team Radiant. Does my thing still work? Nope. There we go. Last hits. There you go. Smoke out by Dire at the front of their base. They're going to be running topside. Radiant, meanwhile, holding the smoke. They don't have one, actually. They're just going to be a walking bottom, smokeless. Zeus does run mid to drop a ward down. And both sides are just taking over the respective high grounds in their primary jungles. So core Night Stalker 3, mid Snapfire, support Venge. I expect... I mean, the classic is Venge going to Luna, but... Lich has gotten a Coin Blade, so Lich is expecting to be facing the Hoodwink lane, which Hoodwink is probably 4, so it's probably a 5 Lich. Honestly, Lich should probably be up here, cutting trees like pregame. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a fight. Snapfire might be trying to make a play on this ward. I don't think she has vision. Just kind of seeing if they have wards there. Okay, so I have a better idea of what the lanes are. Luna Lich feels strong in practice. That's a lot of magic damage. Pretty good magic sustain damage as well. Dawn, if she gets on top of either one of them, is going to do a lot of damage though with the Starbreaker. I feel like it's a strong lane for Dire. Hoodwink, yeah, they're already doing tons. Stun out by Hoodwink to cancel that. Any further aggression, and yeah, I feel like this is Dire favored, but I'm not sure how strong Hoodwink's laning phase is now. Snap Zeus feels like a nothing lane, really. It's probably Zeus favored. Zeus hits the damage more reliably than Snapfire, and they don't really have any like sustain or dodge on either of them, so it's just whoever can land more spells, which Zeus is probably better at. Like, look at that, he's already doing tons of damage. Bottom lane, Bloodseeker Rasta feels a little weak. Like, they have the Shackle Blood, right? But they have no slows, so it's going to be hard for them to chase down enemies. And Avenge keeps the stun. Like, they both have, they each have a way to get rid of the shackle. Probably, I see what's happening mid. So this is actually losing out in the trade here. Snap has more CS, courtesy of that assload of base damage, although Zeus also has equivalent base damage. This is what I mean, like once the Dawn gets on you, she's able to do so much damage to you. Just one more hit. Nope, not enough. Hoodwink's actually chasing. All you gotta do is just stay away from the trees, and yep, you're fine. Oh yeah, bot lane, they both have a way to kill the Shackle, so it's probably kind of a nothing lane. I'm sure there's going to be kills down here, but it's hard to say like who's favored. It's kind of like whoever takes more damage and is, you know, gets punished for being more aggressive. Like this, Rasta gets a little bit out of position, but the Blood Right comes down and now both sides are fucked. But Rasta should go down for this. Not sure if Venge will. Bloodseeker has the movement speed, will go down. And 1-for-1, both supports dying in that bottom lane. First blood did go to nobody. It went split up between mid or Chen and Pocket. And they are diving a little bit under tower top to try and cancel Luna's Sal. Luna is going to need a lot of regen in this lane to deal with all this poke. As there are no trees up here. Look at them. They've just been completely deforested, Brazil style up here. Try and keep the Hoodwink away from the trees to pull away from, you know, to pull the Bushwhack to the tree. Luna has a Quantum Blade. I'm curious to see if, well, actually Emu died mid lane. I'm curious to see if the Luna cuts the tree when Hoodwink does it, because high skill players will Quantum Blade the tree that Hoodwink throws out to avoid getting stunned. That's one of the reasons why I don't like that hero very much, is like, if you're at the bracket where people can do that, it feels a lot harder to be good at it. Venge was trying to let Lifestealer get that kill, but went a little bit too far under tower, so Venge had to pick up that last hit. I'm amazed that Snapfire got the kill. I guess this just doesn't have a lot of sustain, and Scatter Blast and Fire Snap. If Snap's able to get on top of you, it can do just a ton of damage. So just looking around for that ward. This is a very, very anti-Zeus ward, though. This is going to have to get lucky to find that. Venge getting low bottom. Looks like Venge, yeah, just got shackled a little bit out of position, followed up by the Blood Right. That brought her down. As I need to pay more attention to health bars in the mini-map. Bottom lane, they're going to do the exact same thing. Shackle comes out, followed up by the Blood Right. Night Stalker tried to turn on the Void. Actually, may have gotten the Void off, but Blood Right prevented any further aggression. How's stream doing? Oh, hey, Night there. What's up? Emu actually running into the Mortimers. Snap will manage to get that kill. I think it was a tick damage from the Mortimers. Managed to bring down that Zeus. And Emu is losing the mid lane. Very interesting. I didn't have really a lot of denies. It just goes to show they're probably just nuking the waves over and over. More interested in hitting each other than hitting creeps. Zeus respawns, TP's mid. As both sides are a little slow. Ooh, Lich had the big stick. Pulls the Dawn under tower. Luna's trying to get something out of this. They're going to TP the Snapfire top. Cookie brings it in with the follow-up Scatter Blast. Dawn had no chance. So they managed to kill the Lich, but Dawn dies for that. Definitely dire favor there, even if the numbers don't really say. Getting that gold on Luna is big. Well, really the Snapfire. Did you bring regen for your Luna? No, of course you didn't. You poor, poor support. We have a rotation top by Stella. Looking for a pick on either this Luna or Lich. I don't think Luna has great night vision these days. They're going to try and go on the Lich. Shackle comes out. And it will follow up with the Bushwhack. Dimitri almost gets the kill. Ooh, Snapfire got very low by that Zeus ult, but managed to survive there. Nice rotation by the Rasta. Comes back down. I was gonna say, like, I don't think Luna has great night vision these days. Nice stun by Venge. They're trying to bring Bloodseeker down. Will they dive? Ooh, Pocket's gonna dive for this. May have been a mistake as this TP comes out. Oh no, the Shackle. You gotta respect the TPs, man. That was an excellent TP rotation by Seal. That would have, I think I could have easily gone the other way if Woodwington didn't TP there. Ends up being a big gold swing into the favor of a Dire team, which was kind of take the momentum there. Pretty even game thus far. Let's take a look at net worth now that we're past a little bit past the laning phase and the core is all rotating. Lich goes bottom. Night Stalker's going to be chasing the Bloodseeker underneath the tower. If at first it doesn't succeed, try again. Looks like Dawn tried to ult him, but it got cancelled, I assume by the Luna. Top lane. Bloodseeker did go down, but the Night Stalker fell, as the Zeus did TP down there to counteract that. Meanwhile, top, the Mortimer's Kisses will bring down that Dawn. Snapfire is now looking for more. Has Scatterblast in 5, chooses not to chase. I'm trying to keep an eye on all the action here. It's a pretty exciting opening to this game. Snapfire looking for the rune. It is bottom. It is a haste rune. She's going to try and grab it. She will do so. Meanwhile, bottom, we are going to have a Lich pull the Bloodseeker in. Venge follow-up stun. Lifestealer. Or sorry, not Lifestealer. A Night Stalker. It's going to be able to bring down that Bloodseeker. They keep going under the tower. Snapfire now has these Boots of Travel. And it'll be a double kill on the Venge, actually. No TP follow-up, and there's no Dawn ult, so they felt pretty emboldened to make that play. With the Solar Guardian? Yeah, Solar Guardian on cooldown. Zeus, meanwhile, pushing out mid. Snap is here with a haste rune. Oh, nice play by Zeus. Gets that high ground. Venge had her 6 there. Would have been an easy kill, but trying to stay mid to soak it. Just a wave or two off that. Looks like Luna was having a little bit too much excitement top. She has fallen back to the safety of the top river jungle. Rasta shows alone versus Night Stalker and Lich. Solar Guardian comes up just in time though for them to turn around and kill that Night Stalker under tower. Lich having to run away. Once again, Pocket kind of diving, not really working out, but they have baited out the Dawn. Global. And Zeus, ooh, is going to get a bottle, or a rune. No swap on Venge, or that would have been a kill. No detection either. Detection probably would have been a kill too. Well, we had a big ult come in. I believe missed from that hoodwink. Oh, lag. Oh, we're good. Radiant Sports running bottom. There's been a lot of rotations in this game already. Seems like everyone's trying to play bottom. Luna has gone back top. Feeling a little safer now. Dawn is going... I think that's a Mage Slayer. Yeah, that's a Mage Slayer. Interesting item. I guess the idea is jump on the Snap and then try to limit her damage. Snap is bottom, has the bots, isn't farming, is just kind of sitting here, no Mortimers. Looking for a pick, there's nobody down here though. Meanwhile top, they found the Luna. Rasta getting that shackle off. And we'll bring her down. Snap's still top net worth though. Probably, how many kills do you have? You got 4 kills, no deaths. Yeah, that'll do it. Probably gonna have to see wards up here if they want to use them. I have a 1 HP siege catapult, so it probably could hold it. Venge, meanwhile, has gotten the 6 mid, so they'll have that for the next fight. And yeah, Russ is going to be holding the wards. Wants to hold it for either like a tier 2 push or maybe some kind of fight. But Dire is going through the gate after they got that bottom tower. They're looking. Night Stalker is going to be running a division here in a second. And they have that ult. They see the Venge, running after the Venge. Radiant has excellent understanding of where Dire is. Venge is going to start the fight with a swap. He will get shackled up. This is not how you want to start a fight. They're dropping all their spells on the Venge. Mortimer's is coming out. They're bringing down the Shadow Shaman. Will die. Hoodwink follows. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of ults used to bring down these supports of Radiant. Night Stalker looking for a little bit more, but it's a little bit difficult. He's ahead of his team. No Kisses follow up. And they'll have to be content with just those 2 dead. No Night Stalker ult, and it is daytime, so Dire probably wants to be a little safe. Luna, I will believe, yeah, used ult as well, along with Mortimer. So Dire's pretty cooldown dependent, actually. A lot of their heroes have long cooldowns on their big ultimates. I'd say Guardian is like the main one. Venge is gonna break smoke here. Snap has the cookie, is choosing to go in with it. Oh my god, that damage to the Chain Frost. Chain Frost bounces to the right though. Would have gotten multiple kills if it just bounced to the left. Zeus managed to tank that. And that is a disastrous fight. All because of the Chain Frost. It didn't bounce. Snapfire trying to get that kill, just jumping into 3 of them like that. I probably should have just cookied the Venge away. So Radiant's going to find themselves, I believe that was a 2 stack on the Ancients. Solar Guardian was used. And man, this Luna not having a good game. Really needs to start hitting creeps. Like, look at these items for 14 minutes. This is atrocious. Bottom, we're going to have a swap in. Followed by the cookie. Gets a support. Not a lot of gold, but it certainly helps. Zeus, meanwhile, is going to push with Shaman on that mid wave. Wards being committed to drop that while that play was happening, so ends up probably not being worth for Dire as they lose their mid tower. They don't really have the heroes to deal with wards right now safely. Dire is congregating, which has 3 obs. I want to press my fog button to see what kind of vision each team has, but I'm worried I might not be able to get out. Ooh, Venge is going to start the fight. The stun Roche comes over, suplexes Zeus into the trees. And in fact, no fight started. It is nighttime now. Dire probably wants to make a play. Well, do they though? Like, they want to make space at the very least. Like, their Luna is very underfarmed. She is catching up a little bit, but like, she is well behind the pack of Radiant heroes. Night Stalker will see Hoodwink, will blink in, going for the solo kill. He sees the Zeus, drops the ult. Zeus is holding on to that ult, pops it to bring Night Stalker down. That will reveal the rest of Radiant who are in the area. Mortimer's Kisses basically misses everything. Oh no, Dire probably overcommitted. They do bring the Zeus down. But Dawn is going to catch on the backswing that Lich, on the front swing that Snapfire. Kills are down. Ooh, just misses. Didn't have stun. Even if Shaman had vision, wouldn't have been able to cancel it. This ends up being kind of disastrous for for Dire. They do get the Zeus, but they overcommitted really hard, overextended for that kill. Night Stalker just trying way too hard for that solo Hoodwink kill. Not respecting the Zeus's damage. Sorry for yawning. Yeah, I don't really have an excuse. I'm just yawning. Bottom lane, what do we got? They are going on the Bloodseeker, maybe. It's not far TP's in. But immediately backs out. There's a lot of Radiant heroes in the area. Not a lot of Dire heroes. 3 Dire heroes in mid. Just kind of de-warding, hitting the wave. Shaman and Zeus are top. Yeah, if I was a support on Radiant, I'd be probably trying to follow the Zeus around. Getting kills, that's definitely your damage dealer. If you get a fight, you can rely on your Dawn coming in 30 seconds. Smoke comes out. Night Stalker leading the way. Has Blink Dagger. Yeah, that was revealed in the last fight when he blinked on the Hoodwink. But they will get a D-ward down. Venge actually popping smoke for that. They're gonna kind of meander mid. Hoodwink does show in the trees. Night Stalker probably learned his lesson from that shock therapy he received from Zeus for jumping the Hoodwink last time, so does not jump on her this time. Yeah, both sides playing very cautious. Not sure if this is what Dire wants to be doing with the Night Stalker at nighttime. Night Stalker's not really farming during this time, and is falling further and further behind in the farm game. They do have Dark Ascension though. Could be a good time to fight. Night Stalker will grab the DD. Venge has the swap. Ooh, nice Hoodwink up though. It's gonna be followed up by the Dawn Solar Guardian, and Night Stalker got ruptured, died immediately, tried to run away. Support's down on the side of Radiant, but that's 3 heroes dead on Dire. As Luna came into the fight a little bit late. And yeah, this early on in the game, it's really going to be the Zeus that's going to be doing most of the damage, I imagine. Yeah. Lich actually doing all the damage in that fight with that excellent Chain Frost. Just obliterating those supports. So you got to get on the Zeus, you got to deal with him. Because if he's just sitting there queuing you, Wing you the whole time, you're not going to survive these early fights. I think that was just bad luck, because the Bloodseeker was here farming when that fight started, so he was able to just come over and rupture the Night Stalker. If Bloodseeker wasn't there, Night Stalker didn't get ruptured, probably would have been a completely different fight. Although that was like a sick play by Radiant, dropping the Bushwhack follow-up into Solar Guardian. Doing a ton of damage. Luna's still like appreciably below the pack. Just not farming that well. Dire supports are with Snapfire, just run bottom. They get a word up, but they were looking for something that wasn't there. Still nighttime for another 15 seconds. Radiant just playing it cool. Actually rotating top now. Try and push that wave in. They do have wards. Rasta's running up like he wants to ward. The creeps are going to die pretty quickly here. Especially if they have to fort the tower. Now the tower's going to start working on the creeps and the waves coming in, so unless they kill these creeps pretty quick, wards are going to die. What's happening bottom? Looks like Dire is going to be going for... Well, they're dropping Luna ult for this. I think we're going to see a dead Lich here in a second. I don't think the W... Oh man, Venge swap. Keeps him alive. Oh, the ult by Zeus. Tragic. Must have felt something was up. Not sure if they scanned. I don't think they scanned, but Zeus must have felt that something was up. What am I missing? Night Stalker mid. Looks like, yeah, he was just farming, got ruptured, died. Gotta look for more. Dawn jumping under tower. They have no fort for this fight, if there is one. Zeus going forward with the shield and pretty feeling bold. Gets poked away by the Snapfire. Bottom lane, Luna is shoving in the lane. They know she's down there. As what do we got? We have a split push. They take top tier 2. Meanwhile, mid, there's a siege catapult, but Radiant's going to back away from that. Zeus hunting this Luna down. Well, it just goes bot. A lot of vision down here. I think, yeah, this ward is actually under vision, but nobody's been down there to de-ward it. And look at this Night Stalker. He's just falling off a cliff in terms of farm. This is not what you want to be in the position of with this Night Stalker. Like, you need to be keeping up in farm. It's like you are a, you know, go-getter. You blink in, you kill heroes. If you don't have items to survive, you're not going to be a good Night Stalker. I guess this farming game isn't really that great these days. They got rid of like the AoE Void. And it's less nighttime to actually farm. Does Shard give the... Oh, this thing, Void. Yeah, I guess you get on the Shard now for the farm. They're going to find the Night Stalker again. Rupture comes out. Should be a dead. Oh, swaps the Bloodseeker. Venge knew that if she swapped the Night Stalker, it would have died, but dies anyway. Venge now trying to kill his 700 move speed Bloodseeker. And Luna, meanwhile, what the hell? I think Luna got jumped on. She's like very low HP. And she dies. Right outside base. Ah, oh, tragic. That was probably going off cooldown. This is a really weird looking item build. Essence Distiller, Chasm Stone on the Hoodwink. They do have level 1 wards if they want to push mid with this. Dire is kind of hanging out mid. They're going to drop a smoke. Looks like there is a ancient stack in the triangle. Dire is going to be running up here in a second. You're going to see Night Stalker goes in onto the Bloodseeker. There's a fight happening on the left, but we're going to focus this for now. As I think the Bloodseeker, yeah, just got swapped, will go down. Meanwhile, mid lane, I think the Hoodwink died here as well, and they're chasing the Luna, or the Dawnbreaker. And just give me those 2 kills. That was a really nice smoke play. They got high ground. They were just a little bit out of position there to have a team fight on Radiant. And it is daytime, no Dark Ascension if Radiant wants to turn this around. Snap goes in, actually starting to fight when they're when they have no Dark Ascension. This could be a mistake here. No Soul Guardian though. Zeus is just hanging around the tower, poking him away with that shock therapy. Is it literally called shock therapy? No static. I feel like there's some... Oh fuck, Nimbus. Oh, Lich. No! One of his kisses. Yeah, gathers Snapfire. She has the Blink Dagger holding it. Gets cancelled. Gets bushwhacked. Night Stalker can't do anything in this fight. He's got no Dark Ascension. It's daytime. They bring the Zeus down, actually. That's amazing. Buys back, ults. Gets the kill on the Snapfire. I like that buyback. That probably was worth it monetarily. Rupture goes out on the Luna, goes down. As BKB is revealed on the Bloodseeker. They killed the Venge, but Venge has that Axe now, so she's still in the fight. And at the end of the day, it's 4 men dead for that Zeus and Zeus buyback. Definitely worth, especially with Zeus getting that gold back from the snap kill. And they are going to go rush. They drop wards on it. No Dark Ascension for 20, no Mortimers for 50. I doubt they have any kind of way to stop this. Might be making a play on Dawn here. Oh, the Chain Frost, it bounces back. It's going off to the middle of nowhere. Silence comes up by Night Stalker, cancels the Solar Guardian. The respawning heroes actually come in. They managed to kill that Dawn. Wait, did it become daytime? I think it became daytime there with the Solar Guardian. Dude, does it make it daytime? I don't know, dude. They're gonna find a Rasta. Rasta has a haste rune, but that's not gonna save him, as his little legs will stop her running. Courtesy of Pocket. And yeah, Dire picking up a couple of nice picks here after the Roshan goes down. Let's take a look at items real quick, as I block the entire screen. Granola got the Aegis. Yeah, let me try and get this out of the way. Oh god, this is terrible. My production quality. Has that mule near BKB. Emu meanwhile got Ags, I believe. Emu is going Refresher next? Yeah, going Refresher next on that Zeus. Mage Slayer Dawn, probably going BKB next. Has the pipe as well. Tons of magic resist here. And kind of standard items on the rest of Radiant supports. Meanwhile on Dire we have Yasha and Kaya. Snapfire is actually going to be found by the Hoodwink. Dodges the Sharpshooter. Yeah, Sharpshooter with the cookie. And gets out of there. Where was I? Blink Daggers on Lich, Snapfire, and the Night Stalker. Mask of Madness, Manta, like both Mask of Madness and Manta on Luna. Oh, Zeus fucked up, tried to jump in. Oh, this is going to be a big chain for us. It's going to bounce all back between the Dawn and the Zeus. Zeus goes down, no buyback. So I keep getting fucking invited. Meanwhile, bottom, Luna just dies to the Bloodseeker. Hate to see it. As this is looking like a good fight for Radiant, even with their Zeus dead. They killed the Zeus, they killed the Night Stalker. Or killed the Avenge, killed the Night Stalker. Avenge Illusion now running away. They're actually going to use the friggin' soul release on the Avenge Illusion. Dota's so much hate. They dropped the wards on the tier 2. Probably didn't need to do that, but it kills it quicker. Yeah, Luna dying at bottom lane there. That's a little tragic. I mean, what do you do as a Luna, right? Like, he BKBs. You hit him, he milliners. Right? You're ruptured, you can't run. Like, all you can do is try and TP away. Not sure if she had it or she was just too low. Using Ice Spire to D-ward. I don't think I've seen that before. That's pretty cool tech. Okay, we're at the 30-minute mark-ish now. In terms of late game, I'd say the best late game hero on this cast is probably Zeus and Snapfire. Zeus goes pretty hard versus this team late game. You just do like 3,000 damage to everybody or whoever you want with like Divine Rapier's double ult. So like this, if this game does go late, Zeus is going to be doing massive damage to this Dire team. Might find a Hoodwink here, and Hoodwink's going to skedaddle out of there. If this Luna is able to get items, they're going to have to win a team fight. This Bloodseeker is going to rupture the Snapfire. They use Bushwhack. This Snapfire is not going anywhere. We'll go down. Just actually getting that last hit. Lich almost died from that. Holy moly, look at that. Not sure what Tim's. Oh no, the Nimbus! No! Judge, what are you doing? Nice prediction by Zeus there. Getting that kill on Snap. Or on Lich. What was I saying? I was saying that they can't really siege on Dire if Radiant is alive, because Zeus just kind of... Zeus and Hoodwink, I feel, just do way too much damage. The Blood Rights do way too much damage, so you're going to have to win a team fight to push if you're Dire. If you're Radiant, I feel like you also have to... what do you call it? Win a fight. Like, you don't have to. You got pretty decent jump. Like, if you go forward to hit the wards, Bloodseeker can just rupture you, and then what do you do? This rupture has definitely been a big menace this game. How are we doing on chat? Solar Guardian does make it daytime now. Thank you, Nidus. So that is a little bit of a hard counter Night Stalking, kind of cancel out his vision for 6 seconds. There's an Aegis, right? No, it looks like it expired or was used bottom. Dire feeling a little bit cautious. They're playing on their side of their map. Pretty close to base. Luna now has that butterfly. Luna just needs so many items. Oh no. Oh, he gets out! I think Zeus... Did Zeus double ult there? I feel like I only saw one ult. I feel like 2 ults would have... I think the Zeus fucked up. I think Zeus ulted Nimbus... Or I think Nimbus refreshed? I'm not sure what happened. I don't think I saw a double ult. He did it because he had the Arcane Rune. He's got like massive cooldown reductions, but... Nice try on the Lich. But was unable to bring him down. Now they don't have that full combo if Dire wants to do something with that. It is daytime though, so maybe, you know, with that Arcane Rune and it being daytime, felt a little emboldened to try that play. Use all those resources. Observer in the river is showing Dire quite a bit of information. They saw the Zeus run back across the river. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker going bottom. Trying to find the snap, but she senses danger and TP's home. Oh yeah, Dire just playing safe. They got the feeling that they're pretty far behind. Ross is actually going to find Lich. Cancels and starts running away. No follow-up. Night Stalker is going to try and start something here. Working on BKB, running around, trying to get vision on anything, but... Oh, that's cool. That's what the animation is for that new item. That urn item. But yeah, this could be Dark Ascension down with no compensation for it. I mean, just look at the net worth. Like, this Night Stalker is not having a great game. What's your net worth? 157. Like, yeah, just not hitting creeps. Died a lot. Hasn't gotten a lot of kills. So he's down there with the supports. Like, his Venge is almost caught up with him. Meanwhile, Dawn, double his net worth, has Pipe, Mage Slayer, Harpoon. What do you got? You got Neko Saber. Oh, he's looking for the kill. Anything? He's gonna double ult. Looks like he got the Snapfire. Oh, double ult on there. I was looking at the minimap trying to see where the spells were going. I wasn't expecting to go on the Snapfire. I saw the Bloodseeker bottom pushing the towers. That's why I thought it was happening there. Maybe like the Bloodseeker's getting the Rupture off. But yeah, they just managed to fucking kill the Snapfire up here. That's pretty massive. You gotta go swap out on the Hoodwink. This is big. The negative armor. How is she staying alive getting hit by tier 2s? Luna's gonna jump in with the ult. Rasta killing the Venge in the back line. She's gonna come back though. Has the swap. And the stun. Rupture out on the Night Stalker. You really should use that Rupture on somebody else. Doesn't really matter though, as all of Dire is dying. Night Stalker's basically a plug-in support at this point. That's the story of the game thus far, is Night Stalker's just not really contributing to these fights. They just are missing a hero on Dire. Like, Luna had a terrible game. She had to come back. She's still like almost the bottom of the cores. Night Stalker's already fucking, look, he's second to last. Swap out on the Zeus, that's big. They stack their stuns though. He's gonna be able to leap out of there. More Nimbus Kisses. If only the follow-up was there when they did the stun. Nimbus comes down to cancel that. And they got no roster wards for a minute. So they're just gonna back out of here for now. Roche is up if they want to do it. Yeah, this was a really good Zeus game. You get the Nimbus for the Snapfire Kisses, like a very easy cancel. And I mean, just look at these heroes. Like, Zeus just shreds any target. Like, It's a little bit exacerbated because they don't have great items, like defensive items, no glimmers. On these supports, Venge, Lich, no glimmer. I'm honestly surprised they don't have glimmers. Getting that passive 25% magic resist is really nice versus Zeus. Gonna have a fight here. They're gonna jump the Hoodwink. I start giving a ton of vision. Slow Guardian comes out. Oh my god, double combo on the Night Stalker. They really gotta stop jumping all their spells on this guy. His Bloodseeker does go down. They managed to kill the Luna. I think there's a TP right there. I think the Snapfire TP'd in front of the Dawn. Venge will be going down now. Clone as well. Rasta's actually going to be buying back. They want to commit to this push. Rasta bought back, has the wards. They're probably going to be getting Arax here. They got 2 buybacks on Dire, on Venge and Luna, but the Lich is dead for number 20. Night Stalker dead for 60. They're definitely not going to defend this mid lane. There's just too many wards. Rasta probably should have kept the big Serpent ward for the other lane of Rax. Snapfire is actually going to get jumped on by the Dawn. Ooh, nice swap. Cancels the Harpoon, but no follow-up so far. Cookie in, misses. Rasta blinks in, looking for a pick. Just shackles the Snapfire. Luna's in with the Frost Armor, actually staying alive quite a bit. As they're trying to kill this Rasta. Ooh, they canceled. Oh no! Oh, he gets out! Stella gets out on the Shadow Shaman. So at the end of all that, only the Dawn dies. 2,100 gold swing. Oh, Lich canceled. Oh no, but got canceled by Bushwhack immediately thereafter. They're looking for more. They really want the Zeus. Venge actually drops the ward down. They're gonna swap the Zeus in. Gets stunned up. Bloodseeker's here though. Lich really wants this kill. Drops a Chain Frost. They managed to bring down the Zeus. That's crazy. Bloodseeker's in, focusing on the target with the Frost Armor. You should be doing that, Bloodseeker. As Dire now taking the advantage. No Dawn, no Solar Guardian, no buyback on the Solar Guardian. They just feel free reign to do this. Hoodwink. Oh, the blink by Lich gets away from that Hoodwink Q. Saves his life. As all of a sudden, Dire, who was pretty significantly down, they just won a big team fight. Another 3,600 gold going their way. Luna DD now just running down mid. Bloodseeker did not catch the range creep in the blood, right? So they're going to have that creep for this tower push. Luna wisely taking the soak, so it doesn't kill the creep. So they have the creep for the next tower. That tower dying does give them another fortify, which they will use now. And honestly, if you're Dire, I'd probably back. Like, there's 3 dead. You don't know what the buyback status is, though. I guess you do have a DD Luna for a second. This is going to do a lot of damage. Like, holy moly, look at this damage. Yeah, they're just going to get a Rex, lane of Rex for free. They can't get any more because both tier 2s are up in the sides. But yeah, just like that's the power of Luna. You lose a fight, you have a DD, like, holy moly. Just shreds those buildings. And they got a big way bottom if they want to do that. They got to be a little cautious. Zeus is coming up in 10. And the support's not long after that. But this Luna's probably feeling pretty confident now. Oh, Lich. Who's getting it? Bottom lane. They're going after the Venge. Double Zeus ult. That's a lot of resources expended. Holy moly. Zeus does have the Divine queued up, so he probably will start killing supports here with that full combo in a second. Dire's going to be smoking. They're a little low on HP on some mirrors. They got Tranks on that guy, though. Pocket really needs to eat a creep. You can still do that, right? I thought you could eat a creep. Oh yeah, it's at night. Oh, they're gonna find the who is this? Zeus. Oh, that's a humongous kill. Find the Zeus. Immediate blink axe jump by the Lich. And the bottom tower is not there anymore, so if they want to, they can go down there and take that Rax. no Zeus combo anyway. Like, even if he was alive, all he is a Nimbus. They could end here, actually. They seriously could just end here if they wanted to. They're gonna blink in on the Hoodwink. We'll stun her up. Solar Guardian comes down. It's just on the one hero. The Rupture on the fucking Night Stalker. Stop casting Rupture on the Night Stalker. Hoodwink does go down. Luna getting very low to the Bloodseeker. Where's the Frost Armor? Luna, why'd the Bloodseeker run away? Was he chained? Was he pulled? He might have been pulled, but he stopped hitting. I didn't see what happened there, but Luna was 1 hit point, no Aegis. She's playing like she has Aegis. Is Zeus close to buyback? No, he bought out. He was so confident. He bought out. Oh, the Harpoon! That would have been sick. Supports are left alone with the Dawnbreaker. And so they're going to leave. Wow, just like that, the whole tide is turned. Like, Radiant is still ahead gold-wise, but like, look at this friggin' plummet. Yikes. Like, yes, you were like 20k ahead. You are a Zeus. You want to be trying to get like solo kills on supports. Like, you got on the Snapfire, right? You're feeling pretty emboldened to be doing those kinds of plays, but like, now you have no resources. Like, even if the Zeus wasn't killed here, like, he would have had no resources for that push. He would have just been like Qing and Wing with 1 Nimbus. Like, you really got to save these for like when there's fights now. Like, you're definitely like behind at least 1 set of racks, maybe more. You don't know what the gold situation is. You're technically ahead somehow. But yeah, this Venge needs to probably like take over the fucking core responsibility. This Night Stalker's not doing it. Already, I can see that one lesson of this game is if you're the Bloodseeker, you look at this guy's items, you recognize that he is not really a threat. You probably don't want to be rupturing the Luna. I'd be rupturing the Snapfire every single fight. Like, the Night Stalker does not matter. Like, yes, he's jumping on your supports and killing the BKB, sure. But like, he's so little net worth and so little damage compared to these two, that you really got to be like focusing down these two with that rupture. It's more important. If you're a Bloodseeker in this situation though, like, what do you do versus Luna? Snap, they now have the items to trade effective with you, and their range, there are 2 of them, they can both like just start hitting you, doing a ton of damage. Alright, we have the Mega Creeps push. Radiant is just all of a sudden found themselves reeling on the back foot, as now they are just sitting in, oh boy. The full Rupture swap, no fucks given. Night Stalker's gonna ult. Probably should have waited for the Rupture to time out, but yeah, Radiant just playing on the back foot. Like, they're not used to this. They're not like mentally set up for like dealing with the fucking high ground push. They're like, what do we do? They're just dropping spells on the Luna. It is working. It is keeping her away, but yeah, we'll actually force Luna back to creeps to Satanic and heal up. They could push if they wanted to. Smoke used, but they're just using it to sit in base. Trying not to get jumped on. Hoodwink. Yeah, it's playing safe. Snap. A lot of items. Oh, fuck. Dude, what are the cooldowns on these Ruptures? Lunas get swapped with the fucking VKB, or the Rupture. Not having fun. Who the fuck is in the back? Oh my god, Dawn went in the back and just got shredded by the Luna. Night Stalker died somewhere. Lich now gets... Ooh, Snapfire goes down. The fucking Lich goes down. Bloodseeker killing everybody. Kills the Venge Ultra kill for Grenoble on the Bloodseeker. Dawn is bought back. Is now in. They got the Luna. Bloodseeker goes down. Did not get the Rampage. But double buyback on the Snap. Lich. And the Venge. They want to... Oh, they're full... This is a full commitment on Dire. They bought back everybody. Midichin now the double kill. They really need to get something from this. They're gonna find the Bloodseekers out of base. No VKV. He is fast though. Yeah, he is running with that 600 move speed. Ooh, nice. Was that Gleipnir? Yeah, Gleipnir. By the Hoodwink. What do you do now? You're out of spells. You got a fort. This is probably Megas. Zeus dropping spell, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Venge has to get out of there. Come on, stay away from the trees. Hoodwink's gonna kill you. Come on. he gonna blink after her? No. Okay. So, that was exciting. Well, they just smoke covered it, but you got like 8 buybacks in that fight. Dire full team buyback. They got megaed. Radiant ended up winning the gold situation, but they massively lost the tactical advantage now, as they are megaed. It's not the end of the world. They do have a Zeus. Right, Zeus can push lanes pretty effectively by himself and can just, you know, drop 10,000 damage a fight. What are you gonna do? You gonna drop spells? Yep, you're going after Snapfire, Double Nimbus, Roche. Oh, the bash from Roche! I think with the Zeus making everybody low, getting... I'm sorry if I peeked, that was exciting. But the ult from Zeus getting everybody low, causing Bloodseeker to have that much move speed. I don't think Snap was getting out of there anyway, but that dash was just something else, man. Like, one Rupture would have killed her. She probably was Ruptured, actually. It's on cooldown. Oh, holy moly, they killed that Snapfire. Dire has to play very cautious right now. They do not have any buybacks. They cannot afford to lose a team fight right now. 1 hero here, 2 heroes there. Yeah, that's fine, but they have to be alive to threaten the backdoor. And Radiant's going to take the opportunity to do Roshan here. Venge? Ooh, Dire wants to contest this. They dropped the Train Frost. Wards are kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Lich is going to get jumped on. Will go down. Bloodseeker focusing down. Oh, the swap by Venge! Venge snaps the Aegis. It's huge! Oh no, dieback. Holy moly. What a disaster. It's Dire lost 2 heroes. Nope. Like, oh, they found this Shaman. Dark Ascension revealed. They found the Shaman TPing. Kills him. He does have buyback. But no wards. Solar Guardian, I think may have been used in that fight. I don't know what the cooldown is. 70 seconds. Probably was used. I think it was used in that fight. But nice bushwhack by the Hoodwink. They have the banner. They use it. Dawn blinks in. Q's up. Trying to bring the Venge down. Zeus drops ult. Doing a ton of damage. Backline Hoodwink. Gets stunned by the Venge. Swaps her back into the base. Will go down. Dieback on Hoodwink. It's a tight one. Mega creeps are flooding in from every direction. Luna pops the BKB and has a Satanic. Uses Satanic. Oh, the stun! I don't know what stunned. I think it was a Luna Q that caused the stun. That was a massive Luna Q. The bounces. Oh, they get the dodge. He goes down. The swap on the Zeus. I don't know if this is a good idea. If it's a good kill, they get it. They get the kill. Lich taunting in the all chat. Zeus actually had the fucking divine died. Luna picks it up. Does not matter. As Oog Boys 2-0s. Or no, it was it takes game 2. And I believe that's a 1-1 now for the series. The Throwler, Granola says. Holy moly, what a exciting game. That was an incredible throw by Phylacrity Folx. I don't have Dota Plus, so it doesn't show win rate, but their win rate was like 80-90%. They were pretty far ahead with this massive Goldie, then it just plummets. It's absolutely flatlines. Excellent opportunity realization from Oog Boys. Like recognizing, hey, we have a Luna, we got a DD. Let's go take some buildings. Like they won a fight when they were 25k down, and they're like, all right, let's just push. They took a rocks. They found the Zeus, killed him after he just used all his resources. They're like, all right, let's go take second Rex. They took second Rex, and now all of a sudden Radiant's just like playing like super far on the back foot, and they're just mentally not prepared for that shit, right? Because they've been like on the aggression all game long. Like Zeus was just burning resources to get pickoffs, and yeah, they just threw really fucking hard. Like even after all that, like after losing the fight. Radiant was still ahead in gold when they lost the game. So big throw by Phylacrity Folx. Series is tied 1-1. I believe... I don't know if it's a bo2. Let me actually ask Granola real quick. Best of 2. So there are no more games. That was it. Series goes 1-1. fun series. Game 1 seemed like it was pretty boring. It was a long one. I kind of joined at the end of it. So we kind of missed 45 minutes of nothing. But Game 2, we got the whole thing. And wow, nice throw. Good games. Yeah. Thank you all for watching this Seal Season 2 series. Pretty ad hoc streaming session. But hope you enjoyed it. Take care now. And see you.